All right, what's going on, kids? Let's get straight into the analysis. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, and I will share with you all the trades I'm looking to take today if they set up. Let's get started. So yesterday I took 0 trades. Nothing to say there. I didn't take any trades. There's a lot of volatility yesterday between U.S. stocks as well as FX majors. We had a lot of crazy moves. So for instance, GJ dropped from here to here. This was 200 pips. Holy jeez, that is just insane. It's a pretty awesome move. I didn't catch any of it. If you guys remember, what I was looking for is I was waiting for price to come up here and test. Then I was looking to sell it back to this zone. That would have been cool if it would have set up, but it didn't really set up unless you were looking at minute 5. Then it did set up right there. You could have taken yourself a sweet little sell. Could have taken profits here at this next 1 hour support zone. That would have been nice. I woke up when price was already down from that zone. As you guys remember when I was making the analysis video, I woke up and I was doing my analysis when it was right in here. So I was waiting for it to push back up. We did not get that move back up. So I don't know if you took sells on the breakout, whatever. I didn't take any sells. I didn't, just whatever. So it is what it is. So that's GJ. Now, what am I looking for today? Let's get a few updated zones here on the chart. We're going to keep things plain and simple. We're not going to be doing any insane institutional order flow, bank manipulation, market maker, hedge fund, liquidity spike, stop hunt strategy today. No, we're trading some damn support and resistance. That's all we're doing. We're looking for prices to bounce at support and resistance zones. The all-knowing break and retest strategy. It's just been working forever. Yeah, that's all we're going to be doing. So we got 2 zones right here. GJ's bouncing at a support right here. I'm pretty sure this is the zone. We might fine tune it if price starts respecting a different area. But for now, I'm pretty convinced that's the zone. So price could bounce up to here. We've actually already had a break and retest of this zone right on her. I don't know if you guys could have been able to have traded that. Well, yeah, technically you could have. We got price came up, bounced right there for the first time, and then came here and bounced the second time right there. So this is your double top here on the minute 5. It's a rejection there and then a rejection here. So you trade. Could have looked something like that, brothers and sisters, with the target down here at the next zone. Stop right above. This wouldn't have given a 1 to 4, so I wouldn't have personally taken it. But, it did. The same old stuff happens over and over again. Unfortunately, this happened during, not that long ago, actually. I was awake at this time. I was having coffee with Bonnie, so I hadn't even looked at my charts yet. There goes another 3K that I missed out on. So let's see what could happen right now. So right now what could happen is we are seeing rejection at this support on GJ. We might see price come back and start finding some support again. And if that doesn't happen, we'll see price break the zone. We'll simply look for a retest and then look to take profits at the next previous zone. This looks like trash in here just because it looks like trash. Look how trashy this level is. This is not a support resistance zone you want to bring home to mom and dad. This is a zone right here where you want to go out and hang out with on the weekends. You don't want to be trying to trade a zone like this because it's just not very clear. Price is swiping through it over and over. So I don't know where the next zone is. I think if I were to trade this, I would wait for that initial breakout to form a low, and then I would wait for it to come up and retest, and then I'd just take profits there at the previous low. So something like that, with the stop above the zone. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. Either price to come back up or price to come back down and start rejecting one of these zones. We'll have to see what happens throughout the trading session. So Euro JPY. By the way, if you want to watch me trade live and share my analysis day in and day out, click the link in the description for my free training. Put in your name and email. Watch the damn 1 hour long video. I teach you exactly how I trade in depth. It's not even in depth. It's so simple. And then I give you a link to join my free Telegram channel. It's free. I have a paid channel, but the one that you get access to is free, and that's where I share my analysis. And then I share the actual signals and stuff to clients in Mission FX. But click the link in the description for my free training. That is how you get access to the free Telegram channel. All right, cool. Just getting that out of the way. Next thing we have here is Euro JPY. So we've got this zone where price is currently hanging out at. We also sort of have this zone right in here, but like I said, this is just like on GJ, that previous zone that we were looking at. This is a kind of a weird whippy zone where price is kind of going back and forth at. I'll go ahead and leave it on here right now. If we just use this data right here, it was a resistance and then support 3 times. So I guess, further back it didn't look that great, but recently it's been respecting pretty nicely. So actually resistance and then support 3 times. This isn't really that crazy of a zone, so I guess it's fine. Now the range right here is way too small. I don't think we'd be able to get an entry with a reasonable stop to target that zone up there. Unless you're just using lower risk reward ratio, maybe a 1 to 2, you'd be fine. Again, with my win rate, I prefer to just have maybe a 1 to 4 at least 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, because it just makes it so much easier to be profitable. But this right here, we could see price bounce up to here, which it's already kind of doing. We could see price bounce that back down to here, but we've already seen price literally just reject this zone like 2 hours ago and come down. Here's what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm gonna be looking for like a fresh break here, test, and then come down, not that high. A fresh break and a retest of this zone with some rejection, and then I'll look to target the next zone. Now, I don't know what the next zone is. I mean, it could be like anywhere in here. I do not know. This is a pretty wide area. I'm just probably I'll look for whatever the first little breakout was and just target that previous low. That tends to work really well, and the win rate's a little bit higher instead of trying to target a previous low. I'll target a previous low if it breaks past the zone, but it doesn't really have that big move. If it breaks past the zone and tests, and I have to target a lower low to make the risk reward work, as long as there's like a next major zone like somewhere where I can target, then sometimes I'll do that. It just all depends on the trade. I don't know. Watch me trade live, and then you'll see kind of how I do it. Every trade's different. If this doesn't set up right here, then I'll be looking for price to break above this zone, come and test, and starts bouncing as support, and I'll look to take profits up here around 130.1. We will see what EJ does today. Just waiting for a breakout of either zone. ADJPY. Oh man, this zone looks like trash right now. Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's still technically a zone. I'm gonna take it out. This zone here. Man, I don't know, because now we've got price stopping further up, and now we're like, what the hell is it this? Take that out. I'm just going to leave AJ alone. I don't see anything I like. GBP USD, let's go to the 4 hour and daily and see where the hell this thing's going. So now just like yesterday on gold and GU, I kind of suspected these would do this, especially on gold, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So GU broke these lows. We didn't really find much support, did we? Oh, we found 1 minute 15 rejection of the support, and then it just shattered through. We didn't get a retest of this daily support. I constructed this daily support yesterday. Watch yesterday's pre-market warm-up video thing if you want to see that. Didn't get a test of this support, so I don't know. And on the 1 hour, I don't really see any clear zones right now on GU. I mean, we're kind of in free fall. Wait for some more structure to get formed. The only recent structure level we had right here is these two lows forming a double bottom, which then price broke below. Retested as some sweet, sexy resistance, and then price dropped. During the time of this, when this started rejecting, you could have just dragged it up a little bit to show where the highs are respecting at. But this is a textbook trade. You would have had to target a lower low, but like this is a textbook trade. Why is it a textbook trade? Let's go through the simple trading rules again, right? Right. Let's look how complicated this is, right? This is some big institutional bank secret strategy. Ready? Break of a clear support level. Retest of a support level, go to the lower time frames and look for a double top on the minute 5. Okay, so we've got our double top here. Price just bounced at the zone one time, then it came a second time, then it bounced a second time. Cool, an entry could be there with the stop not right above the candle, but a little bit above the candle in the zone, just in case it like pins up a third time. And then a target of a lower low in this case. Now this would have only given a 1 to 2. So sometimes what you can do is after this break and after this retest here, and after this rejection pattern, which is like a double top on the lower time frames, you can enter out right after that pattern. But sometimes if it's too far away from the zone, I wait for price to pull back up into the zone, and I enter as soon as it gets back into the zone, provided that there's already been a double top. And then you see how this like increases the risk reward ratio by a factor of 1.5, or it's like a 1 to 2.5 down here, but you get an extra 1.5 units of R if you just wait for it to pop back into the zone. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll run off on you and it won't come back. Other times you will be able to get your entry there at the zone, and then it was a break and a retest of a 1 hour level with an entry on the minute 5. And I mean, like half of them get stopped out. The other half of them do this, where they run all the way to the targets like this. So that would have been a good trade. However, that's already happened. The next thing that we have right here is we do have this zone right here. However, if this current 1 hour candle, which closes in the next 3 minutes, if it closes like this with all this bullish rejection, it might not be the clearest trade. We might just want to sit on our rocking chairs on the porch and just kind of like watch it for a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Now, if the candle had closed very bearish, like down in here, kind of like how this one closed below this support zone, I'd be a little bit more convinced if it came back. But the fact that it's quickly getting pushed way back up, this might turn into some type of fake out where it just the momentum sweeps back above the zone, then it tests as support, then it starts bouncing or something like that. We'll have to wait and see what happens for the rest of this session on GU. There's a good trade right here, 2 hours ago, like the end of London session, pretty much like 2 hours ago. However, I'm not seeing anything right now. So Euro USD, let's go see. The same sort of setup happened here that did on GU. This zone is kind of weird though. I mean, I probably would have had mine right there and it wouldn't have come back far enough. So I don't know. We'll use this zone since that's where EU respected, right? We'll play by EU's rules this morning. Okay, we're not gonna try to challenge EU. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to go up here and start challenging EU over here at 6:58 a.m. in the morning. I don't know if you guys want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go and starting some shit with EU and GU. I'm just gonna trade the clear zones. It does look like we have a little bit more recent of a support level forming. This is sort of similar. It's almost exactly the same trade as GU. So we've had kind of like a double bottom form right here. So it created a support level right here. So if you see there's like this first little bounce, there's a second bounce right here, failed to sustain upwards, and now we've shattered the support below. We're simply waiting on a retest with rejection. The only thing is it's kind of similar to GU where it's got this damn 1 hour bullish wick forming, which doesn't look that convincing for sells. It's not the most convincing bearish sign when you see the big like bullish wick, just a huge, just erect bullish wick, just pushing up back towards the zone. It's not the clearest sign for some sells. So I'll probably be waiting on, I'll be probably like waiting on this to set up a little bit more. I don't know if you guys are enjoying my humor this morning. I'm feeling really good today. Stocks were amazing. We had huge discounts yesterday. I was able to like finally like scale into a little bit more positions with some huge discounts. If you look at everything that's red. So I mean, I'm gearing up for the next few weeks to see like what's going to happen because I'm like pretty excited. So yeah, that's why I'm so excited right now. I don't know if you're happy this morning, hit the like button. And if it's the afternoon where you're at, still hit the like button. And if you're watching this sometime in the evening, then you should also still hit the like button because we're all happy right now. We're all trading. We all got good vibes, and we're just we're trading through it. We're some forex traders and stock traders and about to be crypto traders. So we've got AUD USD here. I don't see anything on AUD USD right now. We are floating around at a support level. The support level could be down here with these lows. It could also be a little bit further up here, which that actually looks like the zone. The only problem is we do have price wicking past it a couple times, like 3 times in the past, 1, 2, 3 times. Let's go to the lower time frame, minute 5, see what we got. We do technically have some bullish rejection here. We have this little first bounce here, then price came in, tested, and started bouncing here a second time. So it's not the cleanest double bottom because this